Hi, today we want to show you a new risk product we developed, which was created especially for real estate investors. The risk product is called Market Risk Radar. We developed this risk management tool especially for times which are quite rough as they are now with this pandemic, with this COVID-19 crisis, and which should reflect this crisis much more in the risk management tool and those predictive analytics tools real estate investors have available. Also, what we wanted to develop is a tool which reflects much more that you should not look into a real estate market in an isolated way. So you just look into the Vienna office market, or you just look into the Budapest office market, or you just look into the Munich retail market. This tool shall reflect that under certain circumstances, certain asset classes, certain markets are connected to each other and may establish a regional cluster. And by regional cluster, we mean that certain markets are so connected that they influence each other. This should be also integrated in a risk management tool in order to reflect the ongoing in a market, to reflect the risks which could come up in a market due to the internal mechanisms in a single market, but also due to the mechanisms which are happening between certain markets, between interconnected markets. By developing this product, we took advantage of a statistical concept which is called networks dynamics. And networks dynamics means that you intertwinkle all the market feature, all the market input you can find within a market, and you connect those markets with other markets when there is a connection, when there is a relationship between those markets. I will show you how this market risk radar is working, on which principle it's operating, and also which kind of results you can expect from this risk management tool. When you open the application, you go to the network page and you see which network we incorporated. In this case, it's two markets. You see those nodes in orange and dark blue. Here's the latest market data development. Here's a summary of maximum, minimum values, average values. And here you have a graphical overview of those market parameters which are implemented in the overall framework. So from there you go to the forecast page. In this forecast page, market is shown and the structure of the market is shown, which is handled by this forecast page. And you can choose between several parameters. In this case, we implemented investment yield, office rent, and vacancy. But it's depending on the client what he wants to be implemented and which kind of risk parameters he sees as necessary to be implemented. Here you have the input part of the application. So let me show you how it works with the investment yield. My basic question would be, for example, I fear that the investment yield will increase for the time being, and I would like to know how much is the risk of an investment yield increasing, let's say, above 3.5%. And then it shows you the probability in this market of an investment yield increasing above 3.5%. And as you can see, the chances are quite high. It's about 94%. So we have green flag here. When you go further and you ask, what is my chances to have an increase of the investment yield above 4.5%? It calculates again, and here you see the probability is already going down. So it's just 55%, and its meanwhile flag is already moved to light green. When I go ahead and say I want to know how the chances are of an investment yield of 5%, then the probability is still going down. We have flag yellow and a probability of 28%. And let me show you the unlikely case of 5.5%, and you see now the flag turns red, and you have just a probability of 10% in this market, under this market constellations, that the investment yield is rising above 5%, 5.5%. And what you can do here in this input part is that you can combine those market features. So it's not only that I ask what is my probability that I have a yield increase, but I can also ask what is my probability that I have a yield increase above certain amount, provided that something else happens. And in this case, I ask, for example, what is my probability that I have a yield increase of above 5% in case my investment volume is more than 500 million. I press enter, it calculates, and I have chance of 27%, so more an unlikely case that this will happen. So as you can see, you can choose your combination of market parameters, what you expect in the market. And what we saw here with the market data and the forecast data, we split this up for any market which is implemented in the overall network structure. So I hope you got some short overview, and next time we will show you how we implemented this for a client in the Vienna office prime market.